Everyone, I am Amrita Khemnani from MS School. Today we are going to continue with our topic that was Indian Real Heroes. In last video we have completed Indian Real Heroes, two topics that were sport persons and famous scientists of India. Today in this video we will start the topic freedom fighters, the great personalities of India who made India independent from British rule with their freedom movements. So let's start. Whenever we are talking about freedom fighters, the first name that comes in our mind that is Mahatma Gandhi, the great personality of India. Let's get some more information about him. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi is the full name of Mahatma Gandhi. He was born on 2nd October 1869 in Porbandar district of Gujarat. At the age of 11, he went to high school in Rajkot where he has completed his schooling studies. After completion of schooling in the year 1888, he went to London to study law where he has studied and practiced law. Then in May 1893, Mahatma Gandhi went to South Africa to work as a lawyer. In a very short period, he became the leader of Indian community in South Africa. In the year 1915, Gandhiji returned back to India permanently and joined the Indian National Congress with Gopal Krishna Gokhale as a mentor. Mahatma Gandhi has led so many freedom movements like non-cooperation movement, civil disobedience movement, Quit India movement, Swaraj, Dandi March and many more. The main principles on which Gandhiji focused for independence of India that were non-violence and truth. He led the Great Dandi March, which was for tax resistance and against the British salt monopoly. Mahatma Gandhi has started this march with 80 trusted volunteers on 12th of March 1930 from Sabarmati Ashram, and that march was ended on 6th of April 1930 at Dandi, which is currently known as Navsari. With the help of Mahatma Gandhi and many more freedom fighters, India got its independence on 15th August 1947. Mahatma Gandhi is also known as the father of the nation and he was given the tag of Mahatma. Mahatma Gandhi was shot on 30 January 1948 in New Delhi by Nathuram Godse, who opposed the principle of non-violence. Now, I want to share one thought of Mahatma Gandhi. I hope you will understand that thought, that is, you must be the change if you wish to see that change in the world. Coming to the next freedom fighter, that is Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. He was an Indian politician and the great barrister and a senior leader of Indian National Congress. He was born on 31st October 1875 in Nadiad, Gujarat. He completed his graduation at the late age of 22. His elders were teasing him as an unambitious man and made for the commonplace job. Then Patel has decided to study law. He went to England to study law and to become the great barrister. Returning back to India, he settled in Ahmedabad. He was the most successful barrister of the city. He met Gandhiji in October 1917. That meeting has completely changed his thinking, which led him to join Indian independence struggle. With the support of Congress volunteers, he asked to the villagers to support him by refusing to pay the taxes. Vallabhbhai Patel supported Gandhiji's non-cooperation movement and helped him in bonfire in Ahmedabad. In that bonfire, all the goods of Britishers were burned. Then Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel started to wear khadi clothes. He actively participated and volunteered the Quit India movement in the year 1942, working closely with Mahatma Gandhi. The main principle of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel was unity in diversity. He guided to the people to stand united for freedom movements. And his main aim was to throw out the Britishers out from India and to make the India independent. Due to his leadership qualities, he got the title of Sardar and he is also known as the Iron Man of India. Recently, the Statue of Unity is built in dedication to Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, the Iron Man of India, who served as the first Home Minister of independent India. This statue is the tallest statue in the world. On 15 December 1950, he died due to heart attack. Coming to the next freedom fighter, and that is Subhash Chandra Bose. He was born on 23rd January 1897 in Cuttack, Bengal, which is currently known as Orissa. He was a very brilliant student from the very beginning. He completed his graduation from Presidency College of Kolkata. He stood first rank in merit list and counted amongst the most successful students. Yes, he got influenced with the teachings of Ramakrishna and Swami Vivekananda. After reading their books, he felt that his religion was more important than his studies. During those days, when freedom movements were going on, the Britishers in Calcutta insulted Indians in public places openly. This behavior of Britishers, as well as the outbreak of World War I, affected his thinking. In the year 1923, Bose was selected as the president of All Indian Youth Congress to continue the freedom movements. Due to that, he was arrested and sent to the prison in the year 1925. After 2 years, after releasing from the prison in the year 1927, he worked with Jawaharlal Nehru for independence. Subhash Chandra Bose joined the non-cooperation movement which was started by Mahatma Gandhi. He wrote the book that was The Indian Struggle from the year 1920 to 1934. He got arrested again and again due to the violent acts that was done by him. He tried to get rid of British rule in India during World War II, but he failed. He is also recognized as the founder of Azad Hind Fauj, Indian National Army in the year 1942. He is also famous as the Netaji. He got the title of Netaji. Then Subhash Chandra Bose died on 18th August 1945 due to plane crash at the age of 48. Coming to the next great personality of India, and that is Lala Lajpat Rai. He was born on 28 January 1865 in Punjab. He was born in a Jain family. His liberal views and the belief in Hinduism were shaped by his father and by his religious mother. He completed his initial education in Government Higher Secondary School, Punjab, and then in the year 1880 he went to Lahore Government College to study law. There he was influenced by the Hindu freedom movement of Dayanand Saraswati and he became the member of Arya Samaj. He believed that nationalism ideas, patriotism, and peaceful belief system will definitely make India independent and a secular country. In the year 1914, he quit the law practice and dedicated himself for the nation. In the year 1919, he led the Congress Party, which launched the non-cooperation movement. Because of that movement, he was imprisoned for 2 years from the year 1921 to the year 1923. In the year 1928, Britishers have started a commission which was headed by Simon. In that commission, not a single member was of Indian country. So, under the leadership of Lala Lajpat Rai, political parties boycotted that commission and chanted the slogan of Simon go back and carried the black flags also. Due to this movement, police had started the lathi charge on Indian people, especially on Lala Lajpat Rai. In that lathi charge, he was injured badly. After the lathi charge, he was not fully recovered from his injuries. He died on 17 November 1928. Coming to the next, now we are going to learn about Lal Bahadur Shastri. He was an Indian politician and the second Prime Minister of India. Let's get some information about him. He was born on 2nd October 1904 in Agra, Uttar Pradesh. He studied in East Railway Inter College, but he left it in between to join the non-cooperation movement. Especially, he worked for betterment of Harijans. He was deeply influenced by the working of Mahatma Gandhi, so he joined the Indian independence movement. He played important role to make India independent from British rule by participating in freedom movements. Due to such freedom movements, India got its independence on 15th August 1947. After independence in 1947, he also served as second Prime Minister of India for a very short period of 2 years due to the sudden death of Jawaharlal Nehru. During that term, he also promoted the White Revolution to increase the production of milk by supporting Amul Milk Cooperative of Anand, Gujarat. And then he also promoted Green Revolution to boost the food production in India. This led to the increase of food production, especially in Punjab, Haryana, and Uttar Pradesh. During that term of 2 years, he also led the country during Indo-Pakistan War of 1965. His slogan was Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan. That war was ended on 10th of January 1966. On very next day, 11th January 1966, he died due to cardiac arrest. Coming to the next freedom fighter, and that is Chandrasekhar Azad. He was born on 23rd July 1906 in Babra, Madhya Pradesh. His mother wanted him to become a Sanskrit scholar. That's why she recommended her father to put him in a high level school. But Chandrasekhar Azad denied that and left the school and joined the freedom movements at the very young age. In December 1921, when Gandhiji launched the non-cooperation movement, Chandrasekhar Azad joined that movement at the very young age of 15. As a result, he was arrested, and when he was brought in front of judge, he gave his name as Azad. Mahatma Gandhi introduced him as a Azad name, then he was popularly known as the Chandrasekhar Azad. After the suspension from non-cooperation movement by Gandhiji due to his young age, he became very aggressive. Then he became the member of HRA, Hindustan Republican Association. There he started to collect the fund for HRA. He used to do the practice of shooting in forest area near Jhansi, where he has given the training to others also. He killed 3 policemen and injured others very badly to defend himself. On 27 February 1931, when he was surrounded by police at Azad Park, he shot himself and died at the very young age of 25. People around that area praised Azad and chanted the slogan against the British rule. Now we are going to talk about the person who has not participated in the freedom movements at the time of independence, but he is running fighter of India who is fighting to save India from spreading of coronavirus. At the very early stage of spreading of coronavirus, he took the great step of nationwide lockdown in which persons are not allowed to move out. They have to stay at home and stay safe. The only basic needful things shops are open like dairies, ration shops, normal general stores, banking, police stations and hospitals. Yes, he provided the ration to other needy poor people by giving the order to chief ministers of state. In comparison to other developed countries like Russia, Japan, Italy, USA, and other many countries, India is that country who controlled the 50% of situation of spreading of coronavirus in the country. This happened because of the great step of lockdown which was taken by our honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Narendra Modi is fighting with the situation of coronavirus. To control spreading of coronavirus, the first big step that Narendra Modi has taken that was Janta Curfew, which was held on 22nd of March. Then again he addressed to the nation on 24th of March and announced about the complete lockdown of 21 days in the entire country. He is helping to the poor people by providing them financial help and also the free supply of food grains, pulses and gas under the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana. He also introduced PM Care Fund in which the persons who are willing to help needy and poor people of the nation, they can directly transfer the money to PM Care Fund. On 14th of April, again Narendra Modi addressed to the nation and declared the complete lockdown of 19 days. As Narendra Modi is trying to control the situation by instructing us to stay home, on behalf of MS School, I request to our students and to our parents, please stay home and stay safe. Thank you.